Hi, my name is Kim Lehman, and I'm a Homeschool Iowa Regional Rep. And today I would like to share with you the math program that we have been using in our home for the last 20 years. It is put out by Christian Light Publications, and the title is God's Light in Mathematics. You can start with this program right at kindergarten level, and it'll take you clear up through the high school years. This is not a real flashy program, but it's very thorough, and you'll see a lot of comments out there that it really pushes you. It's not something you need to supplement or worry about that your child's getting behind, because it is a very thorough program. Each year's worth of lessons will include 10 what they call light units. So they'll get 10 of these to complete throughout the year. Each year, you'll start with number 1 in the series. For example, this is 401. And the first whole book is just review from the last year's lessons, which, if you're worried about your child has forgot something you've learned, this book is wonderful. It's set up different than the other books, and your child every day will take a pre-test, okay? And then you will grade that and see how they did. Now, if they need more review or can't quite remember how you complete those problems, then the next day, or that same day, if you want to have them, it'll go on with a little explanation of how to do the problems they were having trouble with, and they will complete a practice set. And then you will work with them so they're understanding what they're doing. They take the practice set, and then they'll go on to the next pre-test for the next day. So you'll work through this whole first book, and it will just be full of review. It kind of gets their mind back into math and helps them remember everything they've learned in the last year. And then you'll move on to the next book. Now the following books are set up a bit differently. And I have just random different grade levels here because I don't have a lot of unused books laying around. I haven't made my order yet for this year. So the books after the first one in each set will start with every day. They'll have a new thing that they're learning, a new skill. Actually, a lot of times, I think all of the light units will start with a little story. This is called A Trip to Yellowstone National Park. And usually it's a faith-based and kind of about the theme of the current light unit. And then after that, you'll go on to the first lesson. And the first page, in this case, page and a half, will be the new thing that they're learning for the day. And a lot of times you'll need to help them with this. As they get older, they'll be able to understand more and more. And I really feel like most times I did not need to turn to a teacher's guide to figure this out. They do so well at explaining right to the child. So they'll go ahead and complete all the new stuff. And then there are several pages of what they call We Remember. Now, this is only a grade 3 book. And so they're not, don't have quite as much work in them as the later grades. But here's a page and a half of new, and about 2 pages of We Remember. Now, the We Remember will study everything they have learned so far this year, and even go back some, because it's all kind of connected to things they've learned in previous years. So, it can be quite a lot of review work. And so I don't always, more so maybe in the younger years, I'll sit by them as they do this and help them through any questions they have. But if I see that they're understanding their problems well, then, we don't do every single problem, because there's a lot of work to do on these pages. And and much repetition, which is some children need, and that's fine. But sometimes I'll have them do maybe every other problem in the We Remember if it's things that they aren't having any problems with. So, you know, feel free with any curriculum you buy to kind of tailor it to your child and to your family. Don't overburden them with too much work, especially at a young age. There's plenty of review in here. In fact, last year with my children, I had them do like maybe the new stuff on Monday, and then maybe I'd have them do new and then half the We Remember on Tuesday, and you know, so I would just kind of mix it up so I wouldn't overwhelm them with lots of math that they were already understanding. So there'll be 4 lessons in your book, and then you will get to a quiz. Now that's testing the things that they have taught you so far in the book.